what is going on is basically apathy. People don't care. And that's a problem in baseball, is that people don't care. And I think what happens is the people that run baseball don't seem to understand that. They don't. They don't seem to understand that people, fans, people that are supposed to be paying their bills, fans no longer really care all that much about the details. And if it goes on longer, they're going to start caring a lot less about baseball in general. And that's especially true if we go through all this stuff and nothing changes on the backside. And it's the same deal as it was. And there's no salary cap to help out teams like the Pirates. One of the great things, and I saw a couple of people, the baseball writers in general, the guys that are sort of the national guys that I guess feel like they're the guardians of the game or whatever, they refuse, absolutely refuse, to go down the road of, yes, we need a salary cap. They refuse. And when I hear that, it drives me crazy. Because the thing about a salary cap, and it's like, well, if you're advocating for a salary cap, you're taking the side of the owners. Well, no, we're not. The owners don't want a salary cap either. The owners don't want a salary cap either. So at the end of the day, when we sit here and talk about it, the owners they don't want a salary cap. You're not taking up for the owners when you say you want a salary cap. It's not like you're taking money out of, the hands of, of the players. Because with a salary cap, at the end of the day, you need a salary floor. There'll be more money for everybody else. A lot more money for everybody else. And we say this all the time. If you're taking up for a salary cap, you're not taking the side of the owners or the players. You're taking the side of baseball. You're taking the side of of teams like the Pirates. Because you are trying hard to find a way to get a system that makes so that the Pirates don't have a $50 million payroll and the Dodgers have a $260 million payroll. If I'm spending $260 million and you're spending $50 million, we're not even playing the same sport. And the idea that a salary cap is only going to benefit the owners is just absolutely ridiculously dumb, short-sighted, and it's not even in reality. It's not. You have to understand that anytime you want a salary cap system, you have to also have a salary floor. And if you have a salary floor, then what happens? Teams like the Pirates have to spend more, which means they can't go out and they can't just, lowball everybody and get everybody on the cheap. That's what that means. So to me, when you sit here and talk about the way that this system is going to work, I think most people are angry I'm sorry, most people aren't angry anymore. They really aren't. They're basically now at a place where they're basically now at a place where I think if you look at it, you know what? They just don't care. And in not caring, that's just not good. It never is. So if everybody isn't going to care, or people are going to stop caring about the ins and outs of whatever the negotiations are, eventually what's going to happen is they're going to stop caring about baseball itself. And they're the ones that buy tickets. They're the ones that are out there supporting these guys. And if you lose your fan base, yeah, there's money in TV and all the other stuff and sponsorships, but I'll be honest with you. You need fans. You need interest. You need people that care. And if you don't have that, then your sport is in really big trouble. I don't care how much money there is or whatever. I just don't care about that. You can't operate if you don't have fans, and you're not going to have fans if you continue to kill yourself by having 15-minute negotiating sessions and having people tell you flat out they're just not paying attention. They just don't care. And, there are people that say, well, people in Pittsburgh haven't cared for a long time. I don't know. I don't believe that. I think really up into 2015, I think after 2015 when they won 98 games and then didn't invest in payroll and didn't invest in the team, that's when interest in the Pirates started to sort of fall off a little bit. So, to me, it really comes down to they have got to understand that, they are killing themselves with this kind of stupidity. And especially if they're not going to fix the problem that needs to be fixed. And that is the economics that make it so it's almost impossible to have a fair and equitable system. And it's almost impossible to have a competitive league where everybody else has a shot or everybody has a chance, the same chance, to get it done.